party.
Thrown around the corner, Karan backpedaling, trying to say, get here behind, but Kayak plays off the back of that drone beautifully. He's able to find the opening kill. Gen.G at a risk of losing their second pistol of the tournament. The map might just matter the most.
They try to flood through. Foxy checking for lurks. Didn't see anything, but that stack over on his side is fearsome.
Gone over the top.
What?
Not getting a spot on him. Munchkin able to find closer. Kayak going to be taken down, and suddenly there's a player advantage for a brief little moment there from the side of Gen.G, but Alfier does well to go ahead. Trade it back into a 3v3. Diffuse being held to half. Texture noting Alfier tucking back. Shots flying. The pinch in from the flank. Looking for the headshot. Runs out of bullets, but Chronicle's there to bet.
That FNATIC brings.
Slowly drifting across, gets to the opposite side here of the wall. Alpha getting a pick there onto Karan at top mid.
Yeah, long range headshot.
Swing out, Texture, he's able to find one. Chronicle going to be taken down. It's just the Marshal available, but the drone over the top. Able to get the spot check here on a Munchkin, who sets up the snake bite, which is able to hold them at bay.
I'm out of here. Shortcut.
Relay bolt into the corner. Has a shock dart. Will land right at his feet. Fishes him out. Cannot keep him protected. Recon to the back. Quick clear. The push forward. In from Market. His Paranoia goes across, and Foxy9 lingering within the smoke. He's blinded up. He's out. He's able to find one. Eventually will get taken down. Drop down though from Ash. Suddenly makes this a lot more costly. Texture at Boba. Ash playing the corner. Finds the kill.
Last player.
Brings it now into the 1v1. The clock.
Down,
running low once again. As there's the tap, the swing in. Looking for it. A bit of damage going to be found, but cannot get the elimination.
Spike planted.
Just the slide available. No relay bolt. Kayak, no real idea of where Texture is going to be approaching from. Drops down. The turn back. The recheck, a back sight. Texture swinging wider and wider. Judges it wrong, but has the headshot. Hurts even more.
Just a slow approach here. Booster going to claim some space in the mid. Door's going to close.
Hell of a lot of space. He's just fully walking up, but things are coming down. So he's kind of anticipating this, but Texture able to find Kayak mid-slide.
On.
Booster able to find him. Does clean up that one, but Texture holds down the alley.
Right here.
As Alfier gets taken down off screen. Crashies now. Gonna try his luck, sends out a shot. Shock dart just a little bit too deep. Relay bolt will get the connection. Texture will be feasting.
Spike down A.
Could be Mr. 4K showing up once again. This poster has something to say about it. It's gonna be Foxy off the flank who's able to find the kill. At the top of the cage, Munchkin playing forward just alongside the walls. A risky maneuver here. The push comes in, finds one, turns back, gets a good amount of damage, but cannot collect the kill, but Texture certainly can. Looks for a little bit more, has the stun, the slide, the spot, the overdrive popped!
10 seconds left.
He tears them all to pieces. Crashies, late linger here onto the site. He's able to find one, but the time is already gone. The spike, a world away. It's all about some damage if he can find it, which he shall.
Their own hands.
Stinger spam and top mid, able to go ahead and clear out one of the sonic sensors. Texture on the peak, able to find Chronicle. They're outside of A. Net now coming through. Armageddon pop. That's going to be Kayak getting dragged forward. Alfier doing his damnedest, but he just has that Sheriff to realistically try to break his teammate out. He cannot make it happen. They are able to go ahead and overwhelm Foxy9, find the pick on that front, which will lead to a weapon scooped up. Two pack. Get the pass over there. Booster drifting back. Munchkin quick to adjust. The bite down.
Mid.
Locking off Alfier, stopping him from recovering the spike, at least here for the moment. Pre-fire onto the angle, into the readjust. Just the one casualty. Karan ready to try to play off of this one. His time again starting to dwindle. 10 seconds remaining. Karan gets himself his first kill. Hunter's Fury sent his way, but not finding him. Ash holding from behind, and the round is over. The two remaining players here from FNATIC is forced to sit back and try to hold on to these weapons.
God, this round is so...
It's all sights in towards Alley for the moment as Ash goes for the drone. Spot on the one. Paranoia now going to be sent flying. The Chronicle, two massive shots. Helps break the site wide open. Ash dead as well, given that it's just Munchkin and Texture left alive with the operator. Seems like Gen.G are just going to have to sit back, Potentially send Munchkin in. I mean, do have plenty of cash here on the Viper.
Close to his ult. Wouldn't mind getting the extra.
Damage dealt. Will all be good for him. His spray is going to be exchanged, but as he falls down to 2 HP, will just back away, so FNATIC should be able to just about get this one done in flawless fashion.
Yeah, this time around, a little bit more prepared.
I get a little bit of frazzles as well. Just a little bit of noise. Paranoia gets sent. Foxy now going to be at risk here potentially. The overdrive gets popped. Call with utility hand, but Foxy somehow draws down fast enough to clean up the kill.
Here.
Player advantage for the moment here on the side of Gen.G. Forward sight control for FNATIC. Going to try to get this plant going. Slowed up, interrupted here for the moment.
Chronicle gets the pit off a kill.
Count over the
30
top.
seconds left.
Gonna try to get this pick. Some kills exchange though in Chronicle. He'll get the pit, but only in
Player
death.
standing.
It's down to Alpha here.
Down B.
Does have a neural theft, but again, low on time. The commitment of the ult, a risky one. Otherwise, there's no real idea about the player's positions, and as
10
he
seconds
gets
left.
ping revealed off the recon, Gen.G gonna be feeling very comfortable. Karan could just go for the swing. Alpha puts one down, but that's again the round lost. The clock gets away from them. One player push up. They're working their way towards texture with the op.
Munchkin's got his pit as well. Ash has that Hunter's Fury.
Just continuing to push. Finds one, but can he exit? So far the answer is yes. Going to be relay bolts exchange fast lane. Sets up for the quick exit. Texture gets out scot-free. Now looks to try to re-peek. Seems like he's not yet falling for Kayak's exit. Didn't hear him bounding out. But still at risk of being caught off guard. Slides back into position. Both Neons keeping it quiet. Same time, Boaster, Crashy's pushing forward, trying to take some space and control here at top mid.
Look at where the sonic sensor is.
Smoke cuts off the one side. Paranoia gets sent, slows the approach. There's the peek, and it's a headshot to boot. Crashy's now planted here at top mid, but to what avail? The lurk from Boaster maybe can come away with some value, but Foxy still staring back at this position. Shows that they're at least somewhat suspicious of it. Now that they have the smoke on market, he can keep his attention trained there.
Might have made just a little bit of noise there, so Boaster gonna change directions.
I mean, I think he's gonna change directions to go for the safe. Once again, he and Crashy's just looking to join forces to hold on to these weapons.
10 seconds left.
That is the round lead guaranteed for. Very much has been the biggest loser of the series when it comes down to the first deaths. Change that, but texture out a little bit too wide in Chronicle. Just find that headshot right there, clean through the box.
Yeah, they might scale off of this. You would expect that this is the weak side.
There's a neural theft. Paranoia going to be sent out from Karan. Holds him at bay here for the moment. Slide in. Right as the Paranoia hits. Ash now stuck in a bad spot. Shorty going to be drawn out, but won't really even get to fire it. This Boaster once again picking up the op this time. Certainly favoring himself with it, given the numbers advantage. Munchkin dead. That should leave Foxy 9 simply to save. They're going to be on the prowl. Looks like he is going to try to make this a little bit more costly. Weapon back out, but Chronicle still.
Side. There's the Hunter's Fury from Ash.
For a target, finding one. Chronicle likely to fall, and he does. Pit will have to wait for the last round of the half as he ends up hitting the floor. FNATIC still interested in this side of the map, or at least being very slow to start rotating. Boaster will shift over towards tiles as Alfier goes for a check in towards market. Nothing here.
Dodge the sonic sensor.
Give them an inkling, yeah. Just was able to strafe through that, and that's going to put him on a deep line in towards Boba.
I mean, they've been dipping into that well. It's going to be read by Gen.G.
Recon ends up getting cleared. The jiggle peek. Did he go wide enough to spot out the operator? Hard to say, but still able to avoid the shots all the same. As Munchkin seemingly is reading this so very well.
Unreal.
Knows the space that he's given up, but Boaster able to fight back in kind. Finds the hit. Kayak there to try to counteract, but do they expect that Foxy 9 is similarly going to be playing out of B main? Seems like the answer is yes as they go for the back site plant. There's the jiggle out. Be cautious though. Armageddon is available. As the arrival, Crashy's nearly having them lined up, is able to find the first Foxy9. Dead. Paranoia sent, clear on the recon. Karon knowing that he needs to try to win this fight, and he is able to do so. They both avoided. Kayak answering back with one of his own. The Paranoia goes through, ping reveal on the Boaster. The Kayak collecting the kill, Texture will fall. 2v2. Ash contained back within the smoke, should be dead. Still, somehow is able to come away with that kill. And now it's down to Boaster.
Concentrate, Sova.
To try to clutch this out. Look for the re-ping here. And Boaster just going to be playing the timing. Ash, this time. Then we're still in a good spot. Boaster going for a TP, backside. Is it red? Some eyes facing in towards that direction, but Boaster ends up giving up. And he's Scott just fighting at him with an operator. Excuse me. What is that? As he hits the follow-up. The repeat, does he got a third in him? Yes, he does! What? They favor their chances, so they want to try to push forward off of this. Spam looking for some damage, none to be found.
Yeah, I wanted to maybe... Whoa!
It's okay, well, there you go. Damage is certainly found now. Crash is finding one. A little bit of a split fire coming through from Foxy9, but only able to find a smattering of damage. Can't come away with any kills.
Gen.G trying to catch FNATIC off guard there by doubling down on that mid pressure, but FNATIC didn't move a muscle. They held their angles, and they were ready for Foxy's off angle attempting to be created. They shut it down mightily. Now you look over to Chronicle here. Takes a bunch of damage through that box.
Answers him back, sticks around. It's a little bit more, and Munchkin's going to look to go ahead and fill that space. Quick peek in around the back of sight. Karon, though,
Planted.
lion's share of the responsibility potentially on his shoulders.
Just a classic here, too.
And has to back away. Sheriff on the opposite side. Rides over, jiggles out, Paranoia to buy some time. Holds up at bay for the moment, and Munchkin eventually is able to find his target. Chronicle taken down. Clowns for Gen.G. Really narrow their focus. Two angles of approach with Karon here around the corner. Crossfire attempt set up here from Munchkin, but eventually he's going to be hounded down. Alpier finding the elimination. It all falls to Ash, who cannot get it done. Trying to get a catch as Karon could be playing forward into the smoke. Ash is waiting for the exit. He's snappy enough to go ahead and keep himself alive. Damage taken. Still able to fight. Swing in. Kayak be forced to reposition. Trade some damage back here alongside Texture. Bounce of the shock dart able to be avoided. Boaster holding down the approach, getting the spot. Texture again finding value with the Sheriff, but kills not quite there yet.
Yeah, I mean, Gen.G doing a little bit of damage, but hasn't converted to anything else yet. And Chronicle shuts down Munchkin's lurk.
That should basically seal the deal here. Swing on the corner. Kayak dead. All of Gen.G, though, tagged up dangerously low. FNATIC will surrender a bit of space here for the moment as the plant comes in. Chronicle considering going for the aggro push. Foxy9 just on the opposite side of the corner. Snake fight gonna be set. Can't recover in time. Foxy able to find another as Texture finds Boaster. And surely it can't be happening again. And it has! And I will shoot through your corpses as they look at the kill on the Texture, and he falls down to 3 HP. Forces the Paranoia out, and somehow Munchkin's dead, so is Ash! And suddenly, FNATIC continue to look to turn the tides. Re-swing in, bit of damage taken. Karon able to put the hero rifle on the floor. Boaster nearby to maybe try to go for the recovery on that.
Set up
They
the
are
smoke.
in still such a good position.
Yeah, Gen.G though, not going to contest that rifle. They're just going to pivot over towards B. The linger here from the weak Chronicle. Just a classic.
Barrier deployed.
But a nice position.
Plays it patiently. If they don't lend credence to him lurking there, he could still very well be Gen.G's undoing.
Should be in your mind as Gen.G. You haven't paid any attention to that part of the map. Are they going to be aware enough?
Slow approach.
30 seconds left.
Texture, spike in hand here with 3 health.
I'm out of here.
Makes his way onto the site. Seems like they are going to be expecting that. Spike gets planted, but now further weapons recovered.
This is going to be a stack. Rifles retrieved here as well for FNATIC. Got a lot of firepower in this retake. Drone doesn't see anything.
It's a massive opportunity for FNATIC to get themselves right back into the driver's seat. The push coming through. Up and over the top is Foxy9. Finds the first, immediately backpedals. Net not going to go deep enough for the hit. Boaster should have been spotted out there. Slide in, Foxy9. Drags across for the kill. Texture is instantaneous. And Gen.G is in. It's going to be opened up. Contains them here for now. Boaster eating a tiny little lick of damage there from his teammate. His Texture take it down. Chronicle coming away with the goods. Fantastic kill to be found.
Here.
Trying to counteract the momentum swing.
Poison ore.
Everyone on Gen.G, other than Munchkin, tagged up, but still able to find one. Crashies falls down to 10. The bite off the drone coming through. Munchkin lays it at his feet. Finds the kill, and now gives the player the advantage. Barrier mesh looking to be cleared out here. Boaster on the approach from Market. Foxy getting the spot, has the net, there's the bounce, the pull coming through. Kayak gonna have to try to spam it. Alpha's gonna be out into the open as he gets broken loose. Karen can quickly recover the kill. 2 players remaining. Boaster, some spam does connect, but they have to back away and go for the save. They need these weapons. The Gen.G.
Looking to see if FNATIC's going to try to make a peek.
Drone at the ready, the market door open. Will force a reposition here from Alpha here.
Revealing area.
Crashies sending out the recon. Number 1, that's going to be Chronicle and Kayak playing off it beautifully. Kills found. Alpha pushing forward.
One enemy remaining.
Picking in the pieces. It's Foxy9. Finds himself all alone. Net going to be sent. Spike's on the floor. 3 swings in towards Boba. Has him lined up but cannot collect it. It's going to go on a dry peek and force Chronicle back. Relay bolt going to be dodged. Alpha tucks into the cage. Be netted in position though.
Take on my wire.
And a bit at risk, but still able to fight back for 1. Does well to find the kill before getting traded out. Chronicle 3 swinging in for an angle, looking to try to find a pick. But right as he drops down, Foxy scales forward through the fast lane. Was able to find that headshot. Shock dart here towards Ash. A bit of damage going to be suffered, but the counter spam from Texture. It flushes out the enemy Sova. A 2v4. The player's economy in a decent position, so it seems like the call is going to be to try to make a play of this one, but Boaster is just being sprayed through the smoke as they hear him TP up. Grab net, finds the catch. Kayak trying to get the hit. Finds the first, but it's just too many angles and only 2 HP. Even going for the save. Impossible.
Making Chronicle think. Another double stack here at top mid. See what they want to do.
Smoke about to dissipate. Glimpse gonna be found, and Kayak instantaneously able to find the kill on Munchkin. The rest of the team now just sprint forward in towards Market. Gets the reveal off the trip, but cannot collect the kill. Off the air. Position going to be known, but FNATIC are very quickly getting themselves into a good spot, trying to go ahead and get a blood retake. As Crashy's able to find 1, trading it back. This is Alpha. Kills Texture. Chronicle on the peak, finding Karen now. Quickly is going to get dropped. Sonic sensor lobbed in. The jump up over the top. Foxy9 finds the elimination. Tucks back.
No surprises.
As he has the Armageddon at the ready. Spots one. It's just going to be a shotgun stomp. As he gets the headshot on Boaster. Crashies will glide to his demise.